Shalom, shalom, Israel. Hebrew Israelite here. Brother Zabak, coming in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom and to bring the gospel of the kingdom to come into play. Okay? Telling our people, the true Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and so-called Indians, native Indians, and the Gentiles, which are scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, who may look like other nations but are truly by bloodline. Their bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, so they be Israelites. Okay, so with that, I'd like to give all glory and honor unto
YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem of QADASH.
Okay. So at this point, we're coming in close. The times that we're in, we know that Yahawashi is on his way back. You know, in the times that we're in, the Lord is creating separation, a division among among those that fear Him and those that don't, those that walk in the Spirit and those that walk in the flesh. Okay, so the Lord is making the division. Is every day as we're coming closer to the downfall of this kingdom, we're seeing that division being set forth. It's being more apparent every day. Okay. So I'd like to start off by bringing out Luke 12 and 51, and it reads, "Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division." Okay, the Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach did not come for peace. He came to create for division. Okay, to give life unto those that were chosen from the predestined. Okay. He doesn't need the whole world, man. Okay? So I'm just going to break down the definition from the Merriam-Webster definition of division, which means the act or process of dividing, the state of being divided, the act, process, or instant of distributing among the number one part of the group. So like one of the parts or grouping into which a whole is divided or it's divisible. The condition or instance of being divided in opinions or interests. You see, divided or opinion or interest. Another word for that is disagreement or disunity. The Lord did not come here to put all Israelites under this banner. Okay. Because there's differences. We're not here to do unity camps, okay? Because we have one doctrine. If you don't come up with the proper doctrine, it's a leaven, a little leaven the whole lump. So if you don't come with the proper doctrine, not just because you're Israelite, it doesn't matter, man. You're deceiving. We need 100% truth, And we through the Spirit, we know that the elders and apostles of GMS, they have it. And again, I like to give all honor and praises unto Yahawah, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, and salutation to the elders and apostles of GMS, teaching and ruling well. Okay? Salutation to the faithful believers. We're almost out of here. Okay? That being said, I'll bring out John 7 and 14. John 7 43. Select it. It says here, so there was a division among the people because of him. Because of who? Because of Yahawashi. Yahawashi came to create that division. Okay? It says here in John 10 and 19, and it reads, there was a division therefore again among the Jews for these sayings. You see, among the Jews, among our people, man. Okay? And that division is made apparent because some people wanted to put Yahawashi to death, and some of us believed that he was the son, that he was the Messiah, the anointed one. Okay? It says here in Zechariah 13, and that division is apparent. Is apparent here in Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Okay? There's a reason why not Israel is not going to be destroyed, man. You know, we know that the 2/3 will be brought back to the 1/3, but in this point, the 1/3 we're not going to be destroyed on this side because we believe and we're following Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua to the best of our abilities. Okay, we're not bowing down to this world. Okay, it says here in verse 9, I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. Okay, he says he will hear the 1/3. Okay, why? Because they're being refined. You know, they're being tested, and after being tested, they're gonna obtain. They're not gonna fall to the wiles of the devil. Okay, they're gonna overcome they're gonna overcome the devil that is in this world, and they're gonna obtain the kingdom. You know, through the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, they'll obtain the kingdom of the kingdom of heaven. Okay, but the 2/3, because they bow down to this wicked system, they want to go back into Egypt. They put their trust into Egypt. They're gonna be destroyed, man. That's that separation. You know, that's those that walk in the spirit and those that walk in the flesh. Okay, it says here in Matthew 25. Matthew 25 and 31, and it reads, Then said Yahawashi unto them, All ye shall be offended. Salakia. Verse 31, and it says, When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all his angels with him, then shall he sit upon the thrones of his glory, upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations. And he shall what? He shall separate them. Okay? The Lord shall what? He shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goat. Okay? It says here, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Okay? Those that don't want to hearken unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, to this word, unto his prophets that he sent forth with the proper doctrine. Okay? You're going to be put on the left, and those that hearken, that's what's going to happen. It says here, verse 33, and he shall set his sheep on his right hand, because they will hearken unto him, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye, blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. You see? Inherit the kingdom, man. This is what we want, man. This is what we're striving for. This is what we're keeping the faith for, man. We're prisoners of hope to obtain the kingdom, man. We're not prisoners of hope just to die in this place, man. Okay? That's why we ask for the Lord to put that spirit in us, to keep the faith, man, until the end, even unto death, man. This world has nothing to offer us, man. Nothing but death. Okay? But us, if we lay our life down for the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, will inherit this kingdom. Okay? So jumping to verse 41, and it reads, Then shall he also say unto them on the left, Depart from me, ye cursed, unto everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. You see? So the 2/3, you know, the 1/3 that we read in Zechariah 13, that they were going to be tested in the fire, so they overcame. Okay, but those that did not overcome, the 2/3, mainly the 2/3 of Israel, they're gonna suffer the death with the devil and his angels. Okay, they're gonna get burned in that fire. They're not gonna since they didn't overcome, they're gonna be destroyed with the same fire that strengthened the 1/3, man. Okay, they got tested, but they did not overcome. The 1/3 overcame, so that's why they will inherit the kingdom. It says here in verse 46, and then shall go away, Salakia, and then shall go away into everlasting, and Salakia, and these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous shall go into life eternal. Salakia, I'll read that again. Matthew 25 and 46, and these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal. Okay, the righteous shall go into life eternal, but the 2/3 and those that want to hearken unto Esau and his strange philosophies, and his doctrines and his wine, okay, they're gonna suffer the death with the devil and his angels, man. This is what awaits them, man, if you don't want to hearken unto the truth. Now going back to John 10, Read that again from John 10 and 19. And it reads, there was a division therefore among Salakia. There was a division therefore again among the Jews for these sayings. And many of them said, he had a devil and is mad. Why hear ye him? Okay. Others said, these are not the words of him that had a devil. Can the devil open the eyes of the blind? So see, that's that separation again, man. You see, those that saw the works of Yahweh through the works they believed, through his words and through his work. You know, they believed in what he was saying. The same way that some people, when they see the men of the Lord out here in the highways and byways, they stop by, they hear, and just the fact that they listening, you know, it might stir up their spirit, all to the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know, to stir up their spirit, to make them believe, man. Or they stumble upon a video on the internet, and they end up believing through the works of a brother. Okay. But you see, so again, that comes that division which comes into play, because you have to think about it. Yahawashi is the most controversial man on the scene, man. Okay, he was brought up like it says, like that elder. I believe. I'm gonna bring that out. I'm gonna bring that out real quick, Israel. Says here. Luke 2 and 34, and Simon blessed them and said unto Mary, his mother, behold, this child is set for the fall and rising again of many in Israel, and for a sign which shall be spoken against. You see, for the rise and fall of many, okay? For the rise of the elect, for the fall of those that the 2/3 that don't want to hearken, okay? So that's what the child Yahawashi was set up for, man. That division, that's what he was brought into this earth to do, man. To bring close those that want to, and again, look at the story of Noah, that division. Those that feared the Lord were in the ark. Those that didn't died in a atrocious way, man. They got flooded, man. They died by the first death, which was the flood. Okay, and again, we know that the Babylon is going to be destroyed by fire. Okay, by nuclear missiles. And we you know, if you're smart, you know, if you got eyes to see, if you're seeing it through spiritual lenses, you don't want to be a part of that destruction, man. Okay. So back. So it says here in John 3 and 18, and it reads, "He that believeth on him is not condemned." Okay. But he that believeth not is condemned already, because he had not believed in the Son of the Holy Begotten, Salakia. He did not believe in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. Okay? For everyone that doeth evil hated the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High. Okay. So if you're a wicked person, man, you're not gonna come to this truth, man. Again, man, you know, we all have been in gross darkness before being in this truth, man. Before being awakened. You know, the Lord tells us to be renewed. Do not follow the world, but be renewed in the spirit. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. See that transformation, to forsake the world and to follow Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's what made us. That's what made us separate from the world and from those that that's what made a separation between us and those that walk in the flesh. Okay, because we seek for a kingdom, man. We seek for the kingdom to come, man. Okay, so we're not putting our chips in this kingdom that is fallen, man. That's going down the drain, man. We're seeking for a kingdom that's gonna be everlasting, man. Yeah, because again, we have the eyes to see that this is all gonna go through hell, man. This is all gonna go through hell, man. Okay. Okay, and again it says, like I brought out that story of Noah. Noah was saved because he believed. Okay, because he had faith, man. Those that are gonna perish in these times, all those that perish through through the judgment of Yahawah Shem Yahushai, or those that didn't have faith, man. Okay, that's without counting those that fell in the truth. Okay, those that fell in the truth, they're gonna be brought back, man. Okay, to die in the name of Yahawah Shem Yahushai is life. He that loses his life shall find it. He that found his life shall lose it. Okay, so we're not trying to find our life here, man. This kingdom is through, man. Okay, again, that's where the division comes into play. It says here in the Hebrews, and again, Hebrews 10. This is where faith comes into play. It says here in Hebrews 10 and 6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe, okay, that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Was that not a reward to be delivered out of the flood, out of that death? Was it not a reward, man? To obtain because after that flood, he obtained the whole world, man. The whole world was for him, man. And Noah is a representation of the elect, man. We're gonna everything that after the destruction of so-called Babylon, of Babylon, so-called America, we're gonna obtain the whole world is gonna be ours, man. It's gonna belong to the children of Israel, you know. Yahawashi being the ruler, and David on down, you know, and the apostles, you know. Everything's gonna be in order. Okay, I'll read that again in John 3 and 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he had not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. Okay, this is the difference. Okay, those that believe are not condemned, but those that don't believe are condemned already. Okay, see, they're reserved for the fire, man. It says here in Jeremiah 5 and 26. This is why it's important to believe, man. Like it says, without faith it is impossible, man. Okay, you see, like it says in Psalms, because I believed I have spoken. Okay, you're not gonna be out here in the highways and byways preaching the true doctrine of Yahawah Shem Yahushai if you don't believe. You know, see, believing is the first step. Believing is the first step, because if you believe, you're gonna move with fear. You see. We know that fear is the first step to being accepted of the Most High, and if you move with fear, you're gonna keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, because you know in your mind what you know the reward of the wicked, and you know the reward for walking this path of righteousness, man. You see, the first step, the whole fight is knowing. This knowledge, the whole fight is knowledge, man. Because if you know what's right and wrong, because if you can discern between right and wrong, should you not do what's right? But you got people in this world who are trying to do what is wrong, because in their mind they don't know the Lord, man. They don't know. They don't have the knowledge, man. They don't have the eyes to see, man. But Lord, praise the Most High, because He gave you those eyes, man. You see, let him that glory in this, that he knows what is pleasing unto the Most High, man. Okay, and again, all this goes again to praising Him, because He gave you that knowledge. Okay, you didn't wake up out of bed out of nowhere and decided to worship the Lord, man. Faith comes from the Most High. Wisdom comes from the Most High. Everything comes from the Most High, man. Okay, so it says here in Jeremiah 5 and 26, and it reads, "For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men." Okay. See those wicked people, man. There's a lot of wicked people, man, among our people, even among those of the circumcision, that their mouths must be stopped, man. They're out there, you know, teaching the wrong doctrines, man. They're causing a lot of causing their flocks to go astray, man. You see? Okay? There's a lot of people who use the name of the Lord to deceive people, man. But the Lord said again, the deceived and the deceiver are mine. The deceiver and the deceived are mine. Okay? So ultimately they're just doing their job, man. Okay? And that was your lot, man. The Lord doesn't want you close, man. You know, if you're being deceived, man, because the Lord gave us this book, man. He gave us and if you read it with understanding, you will know. You would know. Come. It says here in Matthew's. Yeah, and those wicked men, you know, they turned around and said, they claim Yahawashi had devils on them. Okay? You see? But then those that had the eyes to see, they said, yo, come on, man. How can someone that has devils heal the blind, man? Give sight to the blind. Yo, you guys are not saying what's right, man. We know that Yahawashi has the truth because look at his works, man. If you don't believe in his words, believe in his works, at least, you know? Because he's talking the talk and walking the walk too, man. You know, he has something to show. Like I believe James says, "Show me your faith without your works, and I will show you my faith with my works." So you can't gainsay it, man. Okay, you can't go against this, man. See, it says here in Matthew 15 and 14. 15 and 14, and it reads, "Let them alone. They be blind leaders of blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall in the ditch." Okay. It also tells us if someone is ignorant, let them be ignorant. Okay. If someone is ignorant, let them be ignorant. If you tell them once, twice, yo, you don't have to tell them anymore, man. You warn them once, you warn them twice, yo. If they don't want to hearken, go your way, man. I'll see you all in the kingdom, man. Because me, I'm gonna walk this walk. That's gonna give me that's gonna enable me to obtain salvation. Okay, not by faith, not by works only, but by faith, man. Okay, prisoners of hope, man. Okay. See, let them alone, man. Some people here, man, they think, oh, I'm an Israelite, I got it, man. No, it's way more than just calling yourself an Israelite, man. Okay. There's a path, man. There's a path that you have to walk, man. It's a straight and narrow walk, man. Straight being and going into difficult, man. Okay. The elders like to bring out that word stoic. Okay. It's a path of like, yo, in a sense, you have to be like in the mindset that you have to be able to be alone, man. And again, the Lord has brought that fellowship. You know, we're a member of one body. Okay. And that body is Hamashiach, man. And we all, in a sense, we're all going through the same thing, so we can all relate, and because we're all living through the same code of fear, and we all live our life according to the fear of the Most High, man. Okay, we're all living through that code of Ecclesiastes 14, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, to fear the Most High and to keep His commandments. That's why we're living our life by, okay, by that code, man. Okay. And following Yahawashi. It says here in 2 Corinthians 4 and 3, and it reads, "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost." Okay? Because they don't get it, man. If you're lost, man, you don't get it. It's not for you, man. Okay? Because the words are spiritual food, man. You have to have a taste for the finest thing, man. The word, man. This is the finest thing in the world, man. The word is the finest thing that the world has to offer. Okay, and this is a acquired taste. It's not for every palate. Okay, this truth is not for everyone, man. Okay, so like it says in verse 3, 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them. It is hid to them that are lost, in whom the Most High, in whom the power of this world, the devil, had blinded." See, let the blind lead the blind. Okay, whom the God of this world had blinded the minds of them which believe not. Again, you see, they believe not. They are condemned already. Okay, you see, it all ties up, man. If you believe not, you're condemned already. Because if you believe not, because it tells us, the Lord tells us, you cannot serve two masters, or else you're gonna love one and hate the other. So if you believe not, you hate Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi, and you love the devil, man. Okay, the same way, if you believe, you hate the devil, because you love Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi. Okay, that's that duality, man. Okay, you can't do one and the other. You have to choose. Okay. And that's where that split comes in, man. Those that follow Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi, they're in the spirit. Those that follow after their own covetousness, after their own flesh, they're in the flesh, man. You know, they're carnal. We're carnal minded. Okay? So it says here, I read that again, 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is it to them that are lost, in whom the power of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. You see? The image, that light, man. See, that light blinds too, you know? If you get too close to that light, man, you get blinded, man. But if you don't have the eyes to see, you won't perceive it, man. Even to the point, man, if you get blinded by that light, man, you might come to hate it, man. See, imagine someone that wakes up, someone that's asleep, and someone turns that light up, that you're sleeping in dark, and someone puts that light on you, man. You're gonna tell that person, yo, close the light, man. You know? You see? You're gonna tell that, yo, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna tell that guy, yo, close the light, I'm sleeping, you know? But the Lord tells us, awake, this is not your rest. It is polluted, it shall destroy you, man. So this is what we're doing, man. We're shining that light on these people, and the fact that they believe not, they hate it, man. They despise this word. They want to go back into sleep, man. They want to go back into Egypt, you know? Is Israel a homeborn slave? You see? They don't perceive it, man. They don't have the kingdom in their minds, man. You see? It says I'll read that again. In whom the power of this world had blinded the minds of them that which believe not. And again, it tells us, him that believe is not condemned, but him that believeth not is condemned already. Okay? That's that separation. Okay? It reads here in Hebrew 4 and 1. Hebrews 4 and 1, and it reads, let us therefore fear, lest a promise therefore left us of entering into the rest. You see? That rest, man. You see? You want to enter into that rest, man. The rest that comes from YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI. Any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached. Okay? See that gospel that is hid to the 2/3 and the rest of the world? It was preached unto us as well as unto them. That it was preached unto. So I'm gonna read that again. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith. Without faith, it is impossible to please Him. To please Him, it is impossible, man. Because you need faith to believe in this, man. Okay? You have to believe on things that are not seen, man. This world, they're so carnal. They need tangible things, man. They don't perceive the spiritual realm. But us, we see what's in the spirit, man. We know that everything is in the spirit before it's even manifested in the physical realm, man. Okay? But those people, because they're not in the spirit, you know, they don't. The gospel, the same gospel that we're preaching, it doesn't profit them. Okay? That's what it says. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. For we which have believed do enter into rest. See, that's salvation. Those that believe will receive salvation, because you believe and you do the works to achieve that salvation, man. Because I believe, I have spoken. You see? But then if you don't believe, what are you gonna speak? You're not gonna speak the word of Yahawah because you don't believe in them, man. See? That's the separation. As he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. See? So this is the promise of the kingdom that was made for us from the beginning. You see? And now we just have to cross that finish line so we can obtain this kingdom. Huh? He that shall endure until the end shall be saved. The same that shall endure until the end shall be delivered, shall be saved. Okay? So he reads here in John 12. John 12 and 51. And it reads, Luke 12 and 51. Luke 12 and 51, and it reads, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. Okay? From henceforth there shall be 5 in one house, divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth? I tell you, nay. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughter and the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. Okay, so that can go against that can go again pertaining to those that believe in the same household, man. Even in the household of YAHAWASHI, man. Some of his brothers, some of his sisters didn't believe that he was the Messiah, man. Okay, some of them denied him, man. Okay. And again, and again, anyone that doesn't believe in Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, in this doctrine, man, there are enemies, man. Because they're serving themselves, man. They're serving themselves, man. Okay? If you're not in this light, you're against it, man. What fellowship, I'm going to bring that out later on, but what fellowship I light with darkness, man? Okay? See? That, like it tells us in Sirach 33 and... see again, Sirach 33 and 14. Good is set against evil. What is good? This doctrine. What is evil? Anything else that is against this doctrine. Anything that is not pertaining to this doctrine is evil. Okay? And life against death. What is life? This doctrine. What is death? Anything else. Whatever the world has to offer is death. Okay? What is life? This doctrine. It is the spirit that quickeneth it. The words that I speak unto thee, they are spirit and they are life. The words of this book, from the beginning to the end, these words are life, man. Okay? That's why we have to hold fast to what we have, man. These words, man. Because this is the truth, man. Hold fast to what that has, man. You see? So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly, man. There's division, man. If you're not in this truth, you're really a sinner, man. You're first off, you're not even you might acknowledge that you're a sinner, but you're not trying to go against the demons that are in you, man. And in a sense, you're not trying to get rid of those demons, man. Okay? You're walking in darkness, man. So you don't even know how much demons, how much of a tool, how much possessed you're being. Salakia, how much of a demon possession you're under, man. Okay, because you're not even trying to fight your demons, man. Because to not be in the light, is you're being possessed, man. For you not to want to be in this truth, man. Okay, so the godly is against the sinners, and the sinner against the godly. Okay. So again, John 12 and 46. Salakia. So here it says here in Matthew 10. Matthew 10 and 22, and it reads, but Yahawashi turned about and saw Salakia. And it reads, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth unto the end shall be saved. And why are we going to be hated by all men? You cannot serve two masters. If you do not, if you walk in this truth, if you're following Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, prepare yourself to be hated by all men, because the majority of people, man, are following this devil, man. They're working for the devil, man. Knowing or unknowingly, if you're not in this truth, knowing or unknowingly, you're working for the devil, man. Okay? Everyone is working his lot according to the Lord's will, man. You see, he has a vessel fit for destruction, and he has a vessel of honor. Okay, so without knowing, even if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna accomplish your lot, man. You see, Yahawashi said, have I not chosen you 12, and one of you is the devil? Okay, he was talking about Judah Iscariot. Okay, but he chose him because that was his lot to betray the son. Okay, you see. So it says here in Luke 6 and 22, and it reads, blessed are ye when men shall hate you. Okay? You have to accept it. You have to, the Lord, the servant is not greater than the master, man. And YAHAWASHI, he suffered death. He was mocked. He was spat on. They gave him vinegar to drink, man. Even to the last end, they mocked him, man. But it's only when he died that even the centurions acknowledged that this is the Son of the Most High. But because they saw the earthquakes, they saw the sun getting dark. You see, after all these, they saw the dead raising up from the dead. You see, so that's at that time. Then they acknowledged when they saw the power. So at that time, when YAHAWASHI comes back and he's not gonna meet them as a man, okay, every knee shall bow. Okay, every knee shall bow. Why? Because they're gonna see that power. See, everyone's walking in their own pride right now because they don't see the power that the Most High has, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has. And like he says, the Lord says, I have all power is given unto me in heaven and earth. You see, so when these people are gonna see His power, man, there's not gonna, all pride is gonna be out the window, man. You're gonna get down on your knees and beg for mercy, man. Okay. So I'm gonna read that again. Luke 6 and 23. He reads, "Blessed are ye," and 22, Salakia. "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake." You see, because you're following Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because you don't want to go on a date with Vanessa Williams, take that jab. You don't want to take that jab. You don't want to go on a date, and it's starting, man. It's a lot of people that are unmaxed, they're getting those people, man. The devil Isa Edom is showing his horn, man. You see, he's showing his horn. Mandating. He's putting his foot down. At this time, he's putting his foot down, telling people, yeah, at this point, man, you need to get mandated. You need to get vaccinated if you want to go out. If you want to go work out. If you want to go into restaurants, you need to show a proof of vaccination. You see, you need to go on a date with Vanessa Williams, huh? See, and if you don't, you won't be able to get your life back. You see, that's how the devil works, man. If you don't get vaccinated, now he's putting restraints on you, man. Now his horns are showing, man. You see, and these people, because they're so conditioned, they've been programmed to follow this devil because they're serving the devil. You see, they're gonna do their father's works as we are doing our father's will, to be separate. And they're gonna follow their father's will to promote this. They're gonna fall through with their agenda, the devil's agenda, which is to promote this vaccine, man, and which later on we believe that is gonna lead unto the mark of the beast, and the mark of the beast is already here. So we don't know how they're gonna do it, but we know they're gonna come in with great wrath, man. Put people to death, man. You see. All these people are bugged out, man. You see? So yeah. So it says here in let me see, Luke 12 or Luke 6 and 2:23. "Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in like manner did they their fathers unto the prophets." Okay, so in this truth, you have to acknowledge, man. You have to know what you're dealing with, man. You have to be prepared for everyone to hate you, man. See, Yahushai, he had followers, but at the end of the day, a lot of people wanted him dead, man. The Pharisees, the Sadducees, the elders, in those times, they wanted Yahushai dead because because he was that light and he took away that shine from them, man. People they wanted to be glorified. They wanted to have the praises of men in the synagogues and the high seats. They wanted to have that image of power, man. They wanted to work with the government, but they saw that Yahushai came in and he took away that shine from them, man. That's why they wanted to put him to death, man. A lot of times they plotted, man. The devil entered into them to want to put him to death, man. And that was their lot, man. You see, all those false accusers that pulled up out of nowhere to accuse Yahushai. You see. And this is just, I wanted to bring out a little side note about a kingdom divided. Okay, this is that division again throughout that division is also done by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man, because he controls everything, man. He controls the good and the bad. Okay, nothing resists his will, man. So it says here in Matthew 12 and 26, and it reads, if Satan cast out Satan, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall Salaki? I'll start at verse 25. It reads, and Yahawashi knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. You put that in perspective. Look at all the sedition that are going out, man. All those riots, all those protests, you know, against the date with those people that don't want to go on a date with Vanessa Williams, you know, all these people that that don't want to go on lockdown. Germany, Italy, France, you see, you know, there was a protest in Montreal not long ago. You see, all those seditions of men. That's because they're going against the powers that be, man. You know, they don't want to bow down to the way. They want to get back to so-called normal. They want things to go back to so-called normal. To the point, it's been almost 2 years, man. These people they're not scared of Corona anymore, man. But we know that the devil's not gonna let a crisis like this go to waste. Okay. So it reads, if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Okay. So that's how we know also that this kingdom is falling, because you see a lot of people are, you know, the division is very present throughout the whole world, man. The whole world is divided, man. How Biden says, now we have now there's two Americas. There's the unvaccinated and then the vaccinated. See that division? You see? It says here in Daniel's 2. Daniel's 2 and 5 and 34. So like it. 2 and 31, and it reads. And this is pertaining to the image that dream that Nebuchadnezzar had. It says here, Daniel 2 and 31. Thou, O king, saw it, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his leg of iron, and his feet part of iron and clay. His leg of iron, and his feet part iron and part clay. Thou sawest till a stone. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay, and break them to piece. Okay, so you see that we know that we're in the last kingdom, the newly revised Roman Empire, and we see that, like I said, that it's divided, man. It's made of iron and clay. You see, because the feet were made of iron, but the feet, you see, the legs are Salakia. It says the leg were made out of iron, but the feet were made out of iron and clay. Okay, so you jump into verse 36, and it reads, this is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Okay, you jump to verse 36, 41, and it reads, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. Okay, if a kingdom be divided against itself, how can it stand? See, that last kingdom, which is the so-called newly revised Roman kingdom, which we're in today, is divided, man. How can it stand? Okay? Okay? It is, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with the mere clay. And as the toe of the feet were part iron and part clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. You see? So it's, you know, it's losing its balance, man. It's partly strong and partly broken, man. Okay? So in Isaiah 19 and 1. And it reads, burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. Okay? And that stone, that great millstone that's going to destroy that feet was Yahawashi. It's Yahawashi on his way back when he returns, man. See, he rides on swift clouds in his chariots. Okay? And shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. See? But even then, the Lord's going to put a spirit in them. You see? Even though they were afraid, they durst fight, man. Okay? And it says here, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians. You see? Egyptian against Egyptians. That division, man. You see? And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, a city against a city, and kingdom against a kingdom. Okay? That's where that division comes into play. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to their idols, and to their charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. You see, so they're gonna go into their witchcraft. They're gonna go into their laws. You know, they're gonna go into their to their fake politics. You know, but all that is not gonna work, man. The Lord is gonna destroy all this, man. Okay, it says here in 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Says here, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand to fight against another, and their sword in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their king nor prince, nor the course and the power, and the course of their power, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. They're not going to regard they're not going to regard their presidents. They're not going to regard their ministers. These people are going to go crazy, man. As soon as that famine hits, you see, as soon as the economy breaks down, you see, as soon as there's no clean water to drink, man, these people are going to go crazy, man. You see, they're going to go invading one another, going against one another, Egyptian against Egyptian. Okay? See? And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their good, because the lack of bread and of great tribulation. People are gonna go crazy, man. The lack of food and the tribulation, man. All hell is gonna break loose, man. Your neighbors, the Tom, Dick, and Harry. You thought they were cool, you know? He invites you on barbecues here and there. You're gonna see him, chewing on the next door neighbors like soon come, huh? You see? Instead of breaking their houses, they don't find anything to eat, man. They're looking at you like the next best thing since sliced cheese, man. You know? Come on. You know? Yeah, so that being said, a little testimony, I had my Eve that I was dealing with, man, in the world, man. She, in a sense, she decided to go ahead and take that vaccine, man, because she works in that industry. She's a nurse, so she works in that industry, so she went and took the jab. She went on a date with Vanessa Williams, and even before we had a talk, even before that option of going on a date with Vanessa Williams was out. We talked about it. I'm telling her, don't take it, man. Don't take it. Be careful, this and that. I warned her. Even her mom was like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about it. It's not even close yet." And then soon come, they showed up with the vaccine. And as due to the fact that she works in that industry, she went on ahead and took it, even though I warned her not to. Okay. And that being said, she, in a sense, she committed spiritual idolatry, man, spiritual fornication against me, because I told her not to do it. She went behind, well, not behind my back, but she still went to do it, So in a sense, I was trying to tell her, and then after a while too, after she had taken it, I was telling her, she was telling me, oh, you should take it, this, that, this, that. She was trying to tell me to take it, this, that, you know, even through some, what's it called, ultimatums. Oh, if you don't do it by then, if you don't do it by this time, I'm not gonna be with you. I'm like, yo, to hell with you, man. You know, go on and keep on with your life, man. You see, and the devil's. You know that me seeing this through a spiritual lens, I know it's the devil working through her to get me to fall, man. Okay, but I wasn't gonna. I'm not, because and again, she wasn't in the truth. Okay, because I met her before the truth, before I was in the truth. But as I grew up in this truth, man, she started to despise me. You know, but I know that it's not really me that she despised, but it's YAHAWASHI. Okay, she started to hate the man I was becoming, to the point she told me, oh, I preferred you when you were smoking weed. When you were in the world smoking weed, you were a better person. You know, I loved you better when you were smoking weed. I would rather be with you smoking weed rather than reading the scripture. You know, because you're too different. You know, you're not the same. You know, and that's what it means. You know, to be renewed in the mind, man. The devil is gonna send even the people that you care about, even your family members and this and that, to try to get you off this truth, man. But me, I know this, and knowing this, I'm telling her, yo, I'm not gonna fall. I'm not gonna follow you. I'm not gonna follow you. For what, man? You don't even like. I'm running to get this kingdom. Like we said, those that believe are not condemned, but those that believe not are condemned already. You know. So I'm like, yo, I'm running for this kingdom. I'm not gonna stop for someone who doesn't even want to run this race, man. Who doesn't even want to take, who's not even looking to cross that finish line, man. Why am I gonna wait for you? Wait and go where, man? So we can go on trips, so we can go on vacations, so we can get vaccinated and go eat, so I can take you out for dinner. Come on, man. So we can have a family. I don't want to have a family here, man. You know, and I'm bringing out this testimony just to bring out the faith in the brothers, man. To not lose hope, regardless of who comes with a different doctrine, man. You know, who tries to put you, pressure you to take to follow the ways of the beast, man. Because the spirit hit me to do a video after seeing all these brothers, all the brethren, being in that spirit of bringing out the fact that there's gonna be a division, especially in these times, man. So that's why mainly through the spirit I'm doing this video to bring out my own testimony and what's it called, just to bring out the fact that it's true, the division is gonna come, man. So prepare to lose things, man. Prepare to lose people in this truth, man. This is a stoic walk, man. Okay, so to make it short, to make a long story short, you know, I told her to go her way, man. I told her to go her way because I'm gonna stay true to the truth, man. This is my mission, man. I told her, I know my duty as a man, to fear the Most High and to keep His commandments. If Yahawashi was on this earth, He would not tell me to go take the vaccine. Okay? See? So I'm not gonna lose a spot in the kingdom for some putang, man. Okay? I'm not gonna do that. The Lord even gave us. What do you think? There's Isaiah 4:1, man. I'm holding on to Isaiah 4:1, and I'm holding on to she that is my enemy shall see, man. Because right now she like in the world you can categorize her as a good person, a good girl, you know, a good woman in the world. But according to this truth, man, she's an enemy of Hamashiach. She's an enemy of the cross, man. You see? And I'm not gonna follow her to be in this, you know. I'm not gonna be deceived by her ways, man. Because she wants me to go back into the world for what, man? I know that if I go back into the world, that's 8 demons that I'm gonna put on myself, man. I don't want that. You know, I'm in it to stay in it. I'm in it to die in it, man. This is like the mafia, man. This is like the mafia, man. There's no way out except in the box, man. You know, and Lord forbid that I die. I pray that I see Him coming back to put Isa down, man. You see, but regardless, man. So again, just to bring out the fact, I'm gonna bring out some scriptures concerning this point, man. You know. So yeah, man. Regardless of the faith, man, just prepare to lose things in your life, man. Your woman, your family members turn their back on you. You know, your friends. You know, and I read that before, man. Prepare yourself that all men are gonna start hating you. Prepare yourself to be hated of all men. Count yourself blessed when men separate themselves from you for the name of the Lord, man. You see. So again, it says here in Sirach 12 and it's like at Sirach 26 and 11, and it reads, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespasses against thee. So it's, I'm not, I'm not gonna marvel, man. It's not in the woman was not given. It was not imputed. It was not given unto wisdom was not given unto the woman, man. Okay, they're only here to serve the one who's in power. Okay, they're gonna serve whoever's in power, and we know that Esau Edom is in power right now, and they don't see that the next up are the Israelites, man. They don't see it, so that's why they might do you dirty, man. But I'm not even gonna marvel. I'm not even gonna marvel that she even took that jab, because I'm not even surprised, man. Okay, she took that jab, and I'm like, yo, you see. So I'm not even I'm not gonna dwell too much on it. I'm not gonna put myself down. She took it. I can't take it out of her, But I pray the Lord, that He has mercy. Other than that, man, because at the end of the day, she didn't do me wrong, She did YAHAWASHI. She did herself more harm than anything, man. But she didn't do me wrong in the sense, But she still went. She went against my will. I told her not to do it, but she went and did it. I warned her about it. So that being said, 12, 11, and 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler, and when she had found a fountain and drank of every water near her, by every edge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. Okay? So that being said, you can't really trust this woman in this world, man. Okay? You might say they love you, this and that, but when it comes down to the count, man, are they really there, man? You see? When you're trying to follow Yahawah, Hashem, Yahushua, are they gonna keep up with you? But nah, man, they're gonna go back into the world, because this walk is it's a straight walk, man. The women they weren't made to go into, they're not made to withstand, man, to withstand adversity or tribulation, man. They seek comfort, man. Even this, they seek men nowadays, man. These women, they seek men according to what they can offer. Okay. The path of hardship, it's not really for them, man. But when the Lord gives us that power, they're gonna come flocking, man. So we're not even worried, man. We're keeping the faith, man, till the end, man. We know the promise that the Lord has for us, man. Okay. So really, I'm going back to the humble beginnings, man. So pertaining to she will open her mouth, man. Her mouth, man. In a sense, that could be her mind too, man. Okay. She's gonna accept the ideas of what this world has to offer, and then she's gonna follow it, man. It's opening her mouth, opening her mind to accept the wickedness of this place, man. Okay. It reads here in Genesis 3, the humble beginnings, Genesis 3:1, and it reads, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made, and he said unto the woman, yeah, hath the Most High said that ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High had said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Okay? So at that point, she knew not to do it. Adam probably told her not to do it. She told, yo, you see that tree? Don't go near it. Don't touch it, man. Okay? Don't go near it, man. Then it says, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall surely not die. Okay? So that's a different story, man. So she said, the Most High said that if I eat this fruit, I'm gonna die. And then the serpent came in and he said, you shall not die. That's her opening her mouth to every fountain as a thirsty traveler. She opened her mind to say, oh, yo, that's her opening her mind at that point. And she said, for the Most High knows that at the day that ye eat thereof, ye eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And the woman saw that the fruit was good for food, and it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree was desirable, and a tree to be desired to make one wise. She took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. See, so that was the difference, man. between me and Adam at that point, or at this moment. I didn't fall for the deception of Eve, man. Okay, my Eve came to me and she told me take the jab. She pressured me a long time, man. To the point where like I wasn't gonna leave her because she was good, man. Other than the Maxine, the Maxine was the one thing. Again, YAHAWASHI was the one thing that created the division between me and her because of the Maxine. Okay, because other than the Maxine, there was nothing wrong with between us. Okay, so she came to me and she told me, yo, if you don't get the Maxine, I'm gonna leave. I'm like, yo, whatever, go. You know, I don't. Yo, what do you have to offer me? Can you bring me back from the dead? No, alright, go your way. You know, then you know. So one thing led to another. She you know, the things happened, man. She went her way. I went my way, man. You know. Ultimately, I'll see her back in the kingdom, man. Okay. But then I know that the scripture that says, "She that is mine enemy shall see," man. So she became an enemy, man. Because I know that even if I had feelings for her, she's still an enemy of the cross, man. Because she doesn't believe in Yahawah, Shem, Yahawashi, you know. So she that is my enemy shall see, man. You know, because her she doesn't see the value of doing this walk, man. She thinks I'm crazy for even being a part of this walk, man. Okay. So me, the difference between me and Adam, I didn't fall for this madness, because even Adam knew not to eat of that fruit, man. But she pulled up on him and she gave it to him and he did eat. So she went on a date with Vanessa Williams and she came back to me and told, yo, let's do a double date. I said, nah, man, I'm not doing none of that, man. Okay. So it says here in Galatians 1:6. It says here in Galatians 1:6, and it reads, I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Hamashiach and to another gospel. Okay? He marvels, man. You see? That's what happens, man. And again, and that's what happened when the serpent came in and said, ye shall surely not die. Because she knew the doctrine that she was gonna die if she ate of that fruit. But she knew the doctrine, and when the devil came up with a different doctrine, which was not a doctrine, she fell for it, man. See, she got deceived, man. Okay? Which is not another, but there are some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Hamashiach. It says here, verse 8, but though it was perverted. See, the gospel was perverted because the Lord said one thing and the serpent said another, and she went with what the serpent said instead of following what the Lord said. You see? She was being rebellious in a sense, man. See? So it says here in verse 8, but though we or an angel from heaven preach another gospel unto you, that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we have said before, so I say now again, if any man preach another gospel unto you, then then ye have received, let him be accursed. Okay? So the fact that as soon as the serpent came up and said, ye shall not die, she should have rebuked him, man. You see, but we know that the woman is a weaker vessel, and the wisdom was not imputed unto her. She just fell for it, man. She just fell for it like the fool that she is, man. You know. And again, put that in my perspective. I'm not gonna fall for this trick, man. I know the wiles of the devil, man. See. So I'm not gonna fall to follow his ways, man. You see. I'm not gonna do anything to promote this kingdom, man. I want this kingdom to be destroyed, man. I want this place to go, man. Because the kingdom to come, the kingdom of heaven, is gonna be a perfect place, man. It's gonna be perfect, man. Why would I even want to be here any longer than I have to, man? I don't even want to be here, man. See, I wanted to be gone yesterday, man. You see. So it says here in 1 John 4 and 3, and it reads, every spirit that confesseth not that Yahawashi Hamashiach is come in the flesh is not of the Most High, and this is the spirit of the Antichrist. Wherefore ye have, I'll start at 1. 1 John 4 and 1, it reads, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of the Most High. And how do you do this? by the scriptures, man. If someone tells you, like it says in Galatians 1 and 6, if anyone comes to you with a different doctrine, which is not with a different gospel, which is not another, you know, you let that person. If it's a person, if it's an angel, you let them be accursed, man. You see, you rebuke them, man. You see. Believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of the Most High. And if they are of the Most High, they're gonna speak according to this book, according to the truth, man. If you don't speak according to this truth, you're not going by the true doctrine, man. See, whereby know ye, Salakia, because many false prophets are gone out of the world. That serpent was a false prophet, man. You see, and that's how we know. Again, through the Spirit, we know if you're telling the truth or not. Because if it's not according to the word, you're telling a lie, man. And we need to rebuke you and curse you, man. It says here, whereby we know the Spirit of the Most High. Every spirit that confesseth that YAHAWASHI is come in the flesh is of the Most High. And every spirit that confesseth not that YAHAWASHI is come in the flesh is not of the Most High. This is the spirit of the Antichrist. Wherefore we have heard that it should come, and even now already it is in the world. So you got these people that go into the Christian churches, that go into the churches and believe that there's a guy that's gonna come out of the waters with horns. There's a creature that's gonna come out with horns on his head, you know. But that's not it, man. The Lord already says here that the spirit of the Antichrist is already here. Anyone that doesn't believe that YAHAWASHI is coming in the flesh, and let me tell you that YAHAWASHI is a so-called black man, a so-called Negro. Okay, he comes from the tribe of Judah. He's not a so-called Edomite, a so-called white man. He's not a so-called white man. Okay, YAHAWASHI comes from the tribe of Judah, man. Okay. And if you read Revelation 1 and 14, it shows you that it tells you how the Lord looks, man. You go and do your research, man. Okay? The Messiah is not a so-called white man, he's a so-called Negro, man. Okay? With white woolly hair, man. White woolly hair and feet like brass that burn in the furnace. Okay? So he reads here in Matthew 6. See, that was the division that was created between me and my woman. You see? But that goes in a lot of brethren, man. They're going through this, man. It's not just me, man. We're one body, man. We're all going through the same persecutions, the same tribulations, man. We're all suffering the same things in this, you know. And some of us our fire is burning harder than others, but yo, the fire is still hot, man. Regardless, man. You all gotta go through it, man. We're all being refined in that fire, man. Okay? Because that hell was custom made for that, brethren, man. Everyone has a different scale of endurance, man. You see, the Lord is not going to test you above your strength, man. So everyone has a different level of endurance, man. Okay. So it says here in Matthew 6 and 33, and it says, "But seek ye the kingdom of the Most High, and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Okay. "Take therefore no thought for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof." Okay? You have to seek the kingdom first, man. Regardless of whatever is going on in this world, man. Seek the kingdom first. And that's what it is to make your body a living sacrifice. You know? To withstand the elements. To withstand these demons, these devils, those gainsayers, those scoffers and mockers, you know, in the streets and the highways and byways, man. This is what it means, man, to make your body a living sacrifice, man. You put everything aside to do this work, to come out and do the work, man. You see? See? But first you have to believe, man. Okay? It says here in Sirach 12. Sirach 12 and 10, and it reads, "Never trust thine enemy, for so as like iron rusted, so is his wickedness." Okay? So you can't be, so anyone that doesn't believe in YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, anyone that's not in this doctrine, you can't trust that person, man, because he's an enemy, man. He's an enemy, man. He's your enemy. He wants you to fall from this truth, man. You see? Because if he's not walking in the light, he's walking in darkness, and he wants to pull you away from that light so you can stumble, so you can fall in the ditch with them, man. You see? Anyone that doesn't come with this doctrine doesn't have anything good for you, man. You see? That's why it's good to be surrounded with like-minded men, man. You see? You see, this is a hard life, man. You go to work, you come back, man. You go back home, you make videos. Okay? We're not in the time to party and have fun, party and bullshit, you know? You see? It says it's better to be in the house of mourning than in the house of mirth. Okay? All these people, man, they're having the time of their life, man. You see? But not long ago, they were trapped at home in fear, man. Okay? And this is just a representation of what's going to happen, man. All these people that are wicked now, man. All these Edomite, all these other nations that are wicked now, you know, they're living it up, man. In the kingdom, they're going to be in cages, man. See, about mainly the Edomites, man. But that fear, man, that fear for the Most High, that we're going to instill it into them, man, with the rod of iron, man. Okay? It says here in Revelation 13 and 11. So yeah, never trust thine enemy, man. Okay? It says here, and after these 3 days and a half, the spirit of life, Salakia. And I beheld another beast, Revelation 13 and 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon. How did he speak as a dragon? This is Edom and his governments with his laws and legislations that he's coming in to oppress the righteous, man. Woe unto you that do unrighteous decrees, man. That pass unrighteous decrees, man. See? That mandatory vaccination, that's an unrighteous decree, man. Because in a sense we're humans, we're human beings, and no one should force us to do something that we don't want to, man. You know, if you don't want to take a vaccine, alright, fine, live your life. You know, but now they want to force it onto us, man, and we're not gonna accept it, man, even unto death. So it says here, verse 12, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he does great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven. See that fire with the nuclear missiles, okay? Yeah. From heaven, and on the earth on the side of men, and deceive them that dwell on the earth by those means of those miracles which he had power in the sight of the beast, saying that to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. You see? So the beast, he deceived the world, man. So you have to be ready for this, man. So then it says in verse 15, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the beast, worship the image of the beast, shall be killed. You see? To be killed, man. That's why you have to be ready for this, man. Because we know that if you're following YAHAWASHI in truth and sincerity, you're not gonna take that chip, man. We know that the mark of the beast is the microchip that is on its way, man. You see? That's already here, man. But first they have to mandate it, man. That's a different prophecy. That's another prophecy. Okay? But then if you don't follow the system, you're gonna be killed, man. That's how you know that the devil's gonna come down with great wrath, man. He's not gonna play no games, man. If you don't take it, he's gonna put you to death, man. It even tells us the devil's gonna put some of us in prison that our faith might be tested, man. But even unto then endure, man. You see? It says here, and says here, verse 16, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their forehead, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead. You see? So if you receive that mark, man, you're through, man, because you can't repent from that, man. See? The same way you can't get unvaccinated, you can't get unchipped, man. You see, once you take, even if you take it out, man, you're marked, man. That's it, man. Okay? And that mark, man, that's the difference between that division, again, that division from those that follow Yahawah B'Hashem Yahushai and those that don't. Because those that follow Yahawah B'Hashem Yahushai, this is what it says. So 7. bring it out real quick. Bear with me, Israel. Revelation 14:1, and it reads, "And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having the Father's name written in their foreheads." Okay, so 144, they have the name of Yahawah B'Hashem Yahushai, Salakia, in their forehead, but the others, they have the name of the beast on their right hand or on their forehead, man. That's the separation. You'll be able to tell who's who, man. You know, in that time, man. See that division. So then it says here in Mark 13:12, and it reads, Now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death." You see, it shall cause great and small, rich and poor, everyone, man, is gonna face that hour and temptation, man. You see, and if you don't take it, he might put you to death, man. And so this is why that mercy, that praying for mercy comes into play. You know, having the faith that the Lord will deliver you, man. And even if you die, the Lord can bring you back, man. So fear not, Israel. If you know. Believe with all your heart that the Lord can bring you back, man. Okay? And again, it says here, verse 13, "Ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved." Until to the end, that means even putting your life down for this truth, man. Okay? It says here in John 16, John 16:1, it reads, "These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended." Okay? So it's just to strengthen your faith, man. He's letting us know, man. "They shall put you out of the synagogue, yeah? The time shall come that whosoever killeth you, will think that he will do the God." Salakia. "They shall put you out of the synagogue, yeah? The time cometh that whosoever killeth you, will think that he doeth the Most High service." Okay? That's how messed up in their head, bugged out in their head that they are, man. They're actually gonna think, yo, if you don't, that's how it's starting with the vaccine, you know. If you don't take that vaccine, you're your enemy. Why wouldn't you take the vaccine? Why wouldn't you do this? You know, Kamala Harris is pulling up and saying taking the vaccine is loving your neighbor, you know. But that's not the script. That's not what the scripture says, man. She's doing a little remix, man, a funky remix of the scriptures, man. Just butchering it, man. You know. So then it says, it tells you they shall kill you, man, thinking that they're doing the Lord's will, man. You see? So when these devils gonna come down and kill you because you're not taking the mark of the beast, you know, they're gonna put it as in, you know, we're doing something good, man. This guy's is dangerous. We need to put him down, man. We need to put him to death. You see? So then it reads, "And these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me." Huh? Then they say, "He that confesseth not that Yahawashi is come in the flesh is the spirit on the Antichrist." They're demons, man. You see, all those that partake into this wicked kingdom, man. They really have the demons on them that push them to do these things, man. You see. Verse 4, "But these things I have told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them, and those things that I said not unto you. And these things said I not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you." Now that the Lord is not with us in the flesh, but in the spirit with these words. You know, He made us to know that, yo, prepare yourself, man. This is what's gonna happen, man. Prepare yourself mentally, man. It's gonna be tough, man. Pray to the Lord that He gives you the spirit to endure, man. You know, you have to pray for the Lord to give you that spirit, man. We don't want to fall from this truth, man, because there's nothing else, man. Where shall we go, man? This is the doctrine of life, man. Okay? There's nothing better than this, man. Okay? So again, you know, they're gonna put us to death, man. We're gonna be hated of all men. They're gonna kill us, man. They're gonna persecute us, man. They're gonna speak evil of her name, man. They're gonna look at us like as the filth of the earth, man. You know, they're gonna try to destroy us 100%, man. But the Lord is gonna come and deliver us in the end, man. When the devil is about to fill his belly, man, in the fullness of his sufficiency, man, the Lord is gonna come and destroy him, man. Okay. So it says here in Job 12 and 24. And it reads, Job 9 and 24, Salakia. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay? He covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. See? So even the fact that they're gonna put you to death and think that they're doing God's service, but really they're doing the devil's service, man. You see? They're doing the will of the devil, man. They're doing the will of the God of this earth, man. Because the devil is looking to and fro whom he may devour, man, whom he may destroy, man. You see? But we know that the only way he can destroy us, those that are in the truth, is if ever we fall to his temptation and we fall out of this truth, man. You see? It says here in Isaiah 59 and 15. And it reads, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. They're gonna kill us, man. We're sheep for the slaughter, man. You see? If you depart from evil starts in your mind, man. But not bowing down to this wicked system, man. But not following the ways of the wicked, man. You know? Not being partaker of this wicked kingdom, man. See? Not following, doing anything that will promote this place to keep going, man. You know. So we're not gonna take the vaccine, and we're not gonna take the microchip, man. And again, we're gonna be hated of all men, man. See. Truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased them that there was no judgment. Okay, because the wicked covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. You know, you go into the tribunals, you go into their law places. You know, you go into their parliaments, you go into the House of Senates. And, there's all a bunch of wickedness, man. You see, their laws keep on changing, man. It keeps on changing. They call it their laws keep on changing because it's not stable, man. This law doesn't change. It doesn't need to be changed because it's perfect, man. Okay. But their law keeps on changing because it's wicked, man. You see? There's no stability in something that keeps on changing, man. The Lord is perfect. It doesn't need to be changed. Okay? So it says here in Isaiah 60 and 2, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. See, the people are walking in gross darkness. So imagine if you're in gross darkness and you're blind. You can't see and you're in gross darkness. Of course, you're going to end up in the snare. You're going to end up in a trap. You're going to end up dead, man. Okay? So that is what is awaiting the people that are not in this light, man. Having the light is the best weapon of survival, man. Seeing, having the ability to see, that's the best weapon for survival, man. That's the best tool of survival, man. So it says here in John 4 and 22. And it reads, ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Okay? Salvation is of the Jews, man. And like I said in the beginning of the video, the salvation is for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, and all the Israelites, foreigners that look like so-called other nations, but their bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? So we don't look at things at face value. because it says the Spirit testified, the Spirit testified with the Spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Okay, so it's the Spirit. You can't just look at someone at face value. Oh, okay, that person is white. Oh, that person is black. So this is who he is. This is who he is. You know, you have to look at it spiritually, man, through the scriptures, man. If that person can hearken unto the truth, there's chances. If you can hearken to the truth, it's an Israelite, man. Okay. So it says here, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. For the Most High is the Spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. Okay? So for you to worship Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi, you have to do it in spirit and in truth. And what is the truth? What is the spirit? According to the word. You see, we have believed according to the as it was written. We're speaking, thus said the Lord, man. Okay? Not our words, but the words of the Most High, man. Okay? This is what the world doesn't understand, man, because they're not seeking to please him according to the truth and spirit. Having if you're wondering, if you're saying that the other nations can partake into the salvation, which you clearly said that salvation is for the Jews. If you're trying to graft in the Gentiles, that's not the spirit of truth, and this is not in the spirit and in the truth, man. This is leaven, man. This is not true, man. Your whole doctrine is bugged out because of that little destruction, man. Because now you have heathens walking with you, thinking that they can be delivered, man. You see? So that being said, the Lord is seeking for people to worship him in truth and in spirit. Okay? So it says here in Matthew 5 and 24 and 29, Salakia. And it reads, if thy right hand offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee, for it is unprofitable. For thee, Salakia, I'll read that again. Matthew 5 and 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not thy whole body should be cast into hell. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee of one of thy members should perish, and not that the whole body should be cast into hell. Okay? So like it says, man, you know that when it says that body, it's not literally telling you to cut off your hand, man. That means that talks about the people that you have around you, man. You know, you have to separate yourself from those that are not like-minded, man. Can two walk together unless they agree? You know, you have to have the same mindset for you to walk this walk, man. You know, and like the apostle says, man, the only people, the only person that as a man of the Lord, the only person that you should be around with that doesn't believe is your wife, man. You see? And I'm gonna go into that. But it says they said, I was watching a video this morning, their camp that they had on Saturday, their Saturday camp. I believe Apostle Ramla, he was saying that the only unbeliever that you should be dealing with is your wife. Okay. Other than that, man, the other unbelievers, man, you see them at work. Once you clock out, man, you're gone, man. You're not in that spirit to go hanging out with them after work, man. No, I'm not on the clock, man. I'm not getting paid to be with you, man. I don't want to partake with, I don't want to entertain your foolishness, man. I'm going to go home and go listen to some more videos, or either I'm going to make a video or I'll be in the scriptures, man. I don't want to waste my time with you. What is her conversation going to lead to? Nothing but folly and madness, man. You see? So then it says here, like I was going to bring out 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. And it reads, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship had righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion had light with darkness. Okay? And what concord had the Most High with Beliar, or what part had he that believeth with an infidel? Or what agreement had the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye be the temple of the living power, as the Most High had said, I dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, see, come out from them, and be ye separate from said the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and I will be their father, and ye shall be my sons and my daughters, said the Lord power. Be ye separate, touch not the unclean thing, like it says, I believe in Revelation 7:1. Revelation 4. Bring that out real quick. It says here in Revelation 18:4, Salakia, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. See, come out of her, my people. Who is that her? It's Babylon, the whore, that whore. You know, Babylon the great, that great whore, man. Come out of her, man. So, you know, clean your mind from separate yourself from all this wickedness, man. Seek the kingdom first, as it was written, you know, and that come out of her, my people. That goes into when the Lord is gonna come and beam us up out of this place, man, and bring us into the kingdom, man. Okay. So that being said, there's somewhere in 1 Corinthians 7. First Corinthians 7:10, and it reads, and unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord, let not the wife depart from the husband. Okay? Because we know that the Lord said, what I have bring together, let no man separate. Okay? But it says, but if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled with her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. Okay? It says here, but to the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brethren had a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. Okay, so that see, the Lord is merciful, man. He said something. See, the Lord is merciful, man. He said, Paul was saying, if you have someone who is happy to be with you, but she doesn't believe, don't put her away, man. That's still your wife, man. Okay. But it was saying, and the woman which had a husband that believed not, if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else, where were your children unclean, but now are holy? But if the unbelieving depart, let them depart. A brother or sister is not under bondage in such case, but the Most High had called us to peace. See, He called us to peace, man. It's not for us to be chasing them, man. Okay, we have our vision. Our vision is set in the kingdom, man. We look for things that are not seen, man. But them, the unbelieving wife or the unbelieving husband, they look at this world like this place is a perpetual kingdom, man. Even with all the signs that show you that this place is gonna crumble down, man, it's gonna be destroyed, they still want to put the hope. They would still put their hope in this place, man. You see, and that's ultimately, that's foolish to me, man. You know. They're thinking in 5 years they're gonna be able to go trips. You know, everything's gonna be back to normal. You're gonna go on vacation. You're gonna travel the whole world. You're gonna have your babies. You're gonna walk around with your dogs. Everything's gonna be fine, man. Try doing that in a post-apocalyptic world, man. When there's nuclear missiles heading your way with your name on it, man. You see? Then you're not gonna be thinking about going on a travel. You're gonna be on your knees praying for the Lord to deliver you in that time, man. You know, but at the same time, at destruction, the Lord shall laugh. At thy calamity, the Lord shall laugh, because when the time was there that the Lord was calling you, you didn't listen. You didn't want to hearken to this truth. Then Noah preached 120 years. Noah preached 120 years, but they didn't believe him until it started raining. You see? As in the days of Noah were, as in the days of Noah were, so shall the days of the son, so shall the days when the Son of Man shall come back. You know, I'm gonna bring that out, man, real quick, man. But then that was, I brought that precept out just to show you guys that if the unbelieving is pleased to dwell with you, do not put it away, do not put them away, you know. But if they leave, let them go, man. You know, ultimately, if it's the Lord, the will of the Lord to come back, they'll come back. But ultimately, they leave. So in a sense, that's to test you first, and again to see that you might grow. The Lord is the Lord is putting that person out of your life so you can grow in this truth even further, man. You see, the Lord is gonna remove things from your life, man. They're not beneficial for thee, man. You see. And again, if they return, you know, and again, if they, if they return, it's gonna praise the Lord, you know, and if they don't, praise the Lord still, regardless, man. Good or bad, you praise the Lord, man. So it says here in Matthew 24 and 35, yeah, and 37, Salakia, and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. Took them all away by surprise, man. You see? When they say peace and safety, sudden destruction is gonna hit them, man. Yeah, like we said, in the fullness of his belly, in the fullness of his sufficiency, when he is about to fill his belly, you know, when this demon thinks that, oh, everything's good and peachy, but that's when the Lord is gonna show up, pull up on the scene, man, pull up on the scene and destroy his whole plans, man. You see? Okay. So that being said, I'll bring out Romans 2 and 1. Romans 12 and 2, Salaki. And it reads, and I'll start at 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. Like I said, you know, going out in the highways and byways, you know, fighting the elements, being out in the elements, you know, going to, you know, for we know that our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places, and etc., 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 you know. But it says, present your body as a sacrifice, present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is our reasonable service, you know, because this is our duty, man. So it's reasonable. It's like, yo, this is what you're expected to do, man. As a servant of Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, this is what you're expected to do in this walk, man. You know, are you gonna praise the light for giving you light? No, man. That's the job of the light, to give you light. Are you gonna praise the fire because it's hot? No, man. That's what it has to do, man. Okay. It says here, and be not conformed to this world. See, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High, man. And we know what that is, man. It's the scripture, and to live by it, man. To follow Yahawashi, that is what is acceptable unto the Most High, man. Okay? Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, man. See, and that transformation goes into being a prisoner of hope. You see, a prisoner of hope, meaning that it's not by faith only, and not by your works only, not just because you're going in the highways and byways that you think you're good. No, it's by you're doing your work because you believe. You know, not through works only, but by faith, man. Because without faith, as I read before, it is impossible to please Him, man. Okay. It says here in 2 Corinthians 5 and 17, and it reads, therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. Okay, so for you to follow Yahawashi, you have to change, man. You have to be transformed. You have to be born again. Okay, And once you are born again, born you're following you're worshiping Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai in truth and spirit. You know, as I aforementioned. You see, that's what it means to be born again, because now you're following him in the proper way, man. You're following the proper doctrine, man. Because when you were back in the world, walking in darkness, following Christianity, worshiping JC, you know, or whichever false doctrine that you're partaking into, you know, you're not following you're not serving the Most High, you were not worshiping Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in truth and spirit. But now that you have the proper doctrine, the right gospel, the gospel that is true, that you have the 100% truth of the word. Now you're worshiping Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in truth and spirit. Okay. So then it says here that you are a new creature. You know, you're a new creature by what? By the transforming of your mind, man. It all starts in the head, man. You see? So it says here in Ephesians 4 and 17, and it reads, "This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind." You see? In the vanity of your mind, man. Be not deceived by your own. Do not deceive by your own selves, man. You see? Do not deceive yourselves, man. Okay? Thinking that, I believe, or I think, or I just know, man. The scripture tells you everything you need to know, man. You know, this doctrine gives you everything you need to know to strive into salvation, man. There's no place for uncertainty, man. There's no need for uncertainty when you have the 100% truth, man. You see, there's no place for uncertainty, man, because you know, man. Like I said, this fight is about knowing, man. Once you have the knowledge, once you have this knowledge, man, you're better off than anyone in this world, man. Once you have the knowledge of this truth, man. So then it says, having the understanding, Salakia, Ephesians 4 and 17. "This I say therefore, I testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as the other Gentiles walk." And that's talking about the 2/3 as well, because they choose to follow the ways of the heathens. Okay. "In the vanity of their mind, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High, through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their hearts." You see, they're ignorant, willingly ignorant of this truth, man. That you got men in the highways and byways preaching this truth, man, but you're still not gonna hearken. All these people going to and fro, not caring. You know, you see a young brother holding the Bible, preaching the word, man, and that doesn't even do nothing for you, man. You see, the Lord's gonna destroy you, man. You know, and ultimately, it says your understanding is darkened, man. Because you're seeing me doing this, and you think that this is, you don't see the value of this. Why is this guy in the highways? Who is he even talking to? You know, who is? No one wants to hear this. No one's listening to him. But no, don't think that, man. Because there's someone's gonna listen to this, man. Someone's gonna hear this, and this is gonna strengthen their faith, man. You see, this is not for the world, man. Like I said, this is an acquired taste, man. This is not for everyone, man. You see, if you're not in this truth, man, then just enjoy your time that you have here, man. Because the times are short, man. The little time that you have left for your TikToks, your little YouTubing and whatever, you know, your little time on Instagram, man, enjoy it, man. Have fun, man. Yo, enjoy your little paradise that you have here, because soon come, man, this is all gonna be through, man. You see, there's not gonna be that opportunity to have food at you know, the heaven that the so-called Edomite has created, that everything's at a click of a button. You know, the touch of everything you can have through an app. All this is gonna be through, man. See, this whole system is crumbling, man. Okay. You see? So again, it tells us not to walk in that as the Gentiles walk, man. You see? We have to seek the kingdom first, man. So it tells us in Luke 18. And it reads, Luke 18 and 22, and it reads, "Now Yahawashai heard these things and said unto him, Yet lackest thou one thing, Sell all that thou hast and distribute unto the poor, and thou shalt have treasures in heaven, and come and follow me. You see? Sell all that thou hast. That goes into all these other doctrines, all the other philosophies, man. All this, because even, anything that the world has to offer, man, you give that up, man. You sell that, and you go and you focus on this truth, man. This is where it's at, man. There's nothing else that can compare to it. It says it shall not want its mate. It doesn't need to have anything besides it, man, because this is the truth, man. It doesn't need something to complement it, because this is where it's at, man. You see? This is the food, man, that you eat the whole roll, man. This is the roll that you have to eat, man. Okay? So you like one thing, man. It's not because you keep the commandments you keep all the commandments that you're going to be saved. You can keep all the commandments, but if you don't believe in YAHAWASHI, you have the spirit of Antichrist on you, man. You see? You can't be over righteous, man. You see, you know you're gonna fall, this and that, but once you have this truth, you're walking according to, you're following YAHAWASHI, man. That's the whole point, man. It's not you cannot save yourself. YAHAWASHI is the savior, man. He delivers. It's YAHAWASHI that's gonna deliver. Give him his glory, man. You see, give him the praises due. He is worthy to open the book, man. He was worthy to open the seals of that book, man. He's the only one that was worthy. Give him the praises, man. Okay? See? So pertaining to that division, and it reads, Revelation 7:4, and I heard the number of them which were sealed. Okay? Those are the number that are going to be sealed. And there were sealed 144,000 and all Israel, the children of Salakia. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Verse 9, and after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man can number, of all nations, and all kindred of people, and all kindred and people, and the tongue, and stood. I'll read that again, Salakia. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man can number, of all nations, and kindred, and people, and tongue, stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palm in their hands. And the 144,000, those are going to be the rulers in the kingdom of heaven. And that great multitude, those are the believers, man. Those are going to be delivered as well, man. You see? Those are going to have the name of YAHAWASHI on their forehead, man. Those are going to be delivered, man. And they look, and it says all nations, all tongue, all people, because those are Israelites. That's the confusion of face. Those are the Israelites, foreigners, that look like these other nations, but are really Israelites through the bloodline. Okay? So I'll bring out first. I'm going to close out with the scriptures. 1 Corinthians 9:26. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body, and bring it unto subjection, lest by any means, when I have preached the words unto other, I myself should be a castaway. Okay? So it's not because you're preaching that you're gonna be delivered, man. You have to walk a straight line, man. Straight and narrow line, man. Okay? You see? So I run not uncertain. This is a race, man, that we're trying to cross. We see that finish line, man. You see? And again, it tells you the end, the end of the world. Edom is the end of the world, but but Israel is the beginning of it that follow it. So at that finish line, that's Edom, man. Once we cross that line, man, Edom is through, man. You see? And after that, it's YAHAWASHI and his kingdom, man. You see? So that being said, man, you put your faith in what is eternal, man. We look for what is eternal, man. Not what this world has to offer, man. And that is when this is how the division is gonna come into play, because you're gonna have these people that are walking in the flesh and the people that are walking in the spirit. We're not, and that's where that separation is gonna come in, man. The carnal versus the spiritually minded. The carnally minded versus the spiritually minded. The sinners versus the godly. See? See? Those that are walking in the light and those that are walking in darkness, man. Okay? So this is not so we're not in the time to gather all Israel and put them all under one banner. Because that's not going to happen on this side. We're going to see them in the kingdom. Those that fall on this side, the 2/3, we're going to see them in the kingdom, okay? So you know, keep the faith, man. If you're in this truth, man, keep the faith until the end, man. Let no one let me bring that out. Let me bring that one out, man. Says here, Luke 14:26, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sister, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Okay? And whosoever, read that again. Luke 14:26, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and brethren and children and sister and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Okay, so we have to bear this burden, man. We're prisoners of hope. This is our burden, man. This is our lot, man. Okay, this is our lot, man. To follow Yahawah. We want to be, Lord willing, we are numbered with those that follow Yahawah whithersoever he goes, man. Those virgins were not defiled by women, and those women being those other doctrines, man. Those other philosophies. We're not gonna stumble with those other philosophies because we have the truth, man. We're walking in the light, man. Okay. With that being said, we have to hate everything that this world has to offer, man. Okay. And in a sense, we have to despise those that are not despise, but we have to count them as enemies, man. You know, that's why it tells us walk circumspectly. Walk circumspectly, because the person that you have behind your back, man, might stab you in the back, man. You see, that's why you have to watch out who you surround yourself with, man. Because even people that are not in the truth, they have demons on them, and those demons, they can hop on you, man. You know, Lord forbid, but this woman could have to the point she could have worn me down, and to the point I would have cracked and said, okay, I'm gonna take that vaccine. But Lord willing, that was not the plan that was not His plan for me, man. You know, His plan was to the point where He had to put this woman, He had to put it in the woman to leave, man. He had to put it in. He had to put the spirit in that woman to leave, because she knew that I wasn't gonna fall, man. She knew that I was stubborn in this truth, and I wasn't gonna move, man. I was steadfast for the name of YAHAWASHI, and I wasn't gonna move, man. So her seeing that, she had to leave, man. The devil, the Lord put it in her spirit to just go, cause to go do her folly elsewhere, man. It's not gonna work for me, because I belong to YAHAWASHI, as it says in Roman 8:35. Bring that out. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? That division, man. Who's gonna come in between us and Yahawashi? Who's gonna be able to separate us from what Yahawashi, from us and the kingdom, man? Who's gonna be able to do that? It says here, shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all things we are more than conquerors through Him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death nor life. He said neither death, because even the prophet, the spirit of the prophet is subject unto the prophet. If you're a prophet in this in your past life, you're gonna come back in the same lot, because the Lord is not a author of confusion. If you're a man of the Lord today, you were a man of the Lord in your past life, and in the past life before that, and then the past life before that. Okay, the spirit of the prophet is subject unto the prophet. That's why it says neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor power, nor things present, nor things to come, neither height, nor depth, nor any creatures, or any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in Hamashiach Yahawashi, our Lord. You see, and it's not going to be able to separate us, because we are His body, man. The church is the body of Hamashiach, man. Okay. And as the love of the Father is in Hamashiach, the love of Hamashiach is in us, man. See? So the Lord loves us, man. He redeemed us, even to the point that He bought us with His own blood, man. Okay? So when the time comes, it's gonna come and pick us up, man. Okay? That being said, I'd like to give all glory and honor unto Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, QADASH. Double honors and salutation to the elders apostles of GMS, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the faithful brothers who are in this walk, man. We were patiently enduring the coming of Yahawashi. Okay, we're almost out of here, man. Let nothing push you out of this truth, man. Because nothing is better than this, man. For the kingdom to come, man. This is our inheritance, man. Let nothing in this world take away your inheritance from you, man. Pray unto the Lord to give you the spirit to endure, and pray for the Lord to give you mercy in the times to come, and that He delivers you from the evils, because we know that evil and only evil is come, man. The end is come. The end watches for thee, man. Roughly paraphrasing that. Close, man. Shalom, shalom, abad, man. Kwam ya shalom, kwam ya shalom, kwam ya shalom. Shalom.